Family Guy's new Halloween special just dropped on Hulu. This is, this they did one last year. I guess they might be doing these every year. I'm cool if they want to do these every year, like Christmas and Halloween specials. Why not? No shame in it. The problem is, if you're gonna do them, like, put your best foot forward. And when you watch this special, you're like, they did not put their best foot forward here. This special is actually quite terrible. First of all, I didn't laugh at any of the jokes in the episode except for one. I laughed at the joke where there were the nuns from the town, and then they end up deciding to go with Sister Act because no one recognizes them. But then Peter's like, "I'm gonna be Whoopi," and Cleveland's like, "That's bullshit." And that's funny, but like everything else was like what? Peter's taking fucking Chris trick or treating, okay, and that's it. And then Lois ends up coming in and scaring them all, and then that gives her the spirit of Halloween, I guess. And then Brian and Stewie's plot about writing a Halloween song was pretty boring. And like by the end of it, Family Guy. One of my favorite things about Family Guy, even modern Family Guys, the music's still pretty good. But then you watch this episode and you're like, "Fuck, that song was awful." And it's not one I'd ever want to listen to outside the show. And it doesn't you're like, wait, they're writing a song about Halloween, but then they're like, it's Brian and Stewie's Quahog dance, whatever the shit they call it, and then they're making lyrics about Peter being a zombie and Lois being something else, and like it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, you're trying to sell this like universally to everybody, like, oh, there's no Halloween song, and then they just write a Halloween song that would only be relevant to them. It's not sure what they're thinking here. And then most of the special, honestly, just reminded me of like Family Guy's dead. Like it's been on so long and it's so old that like everything feels stale here, and even all the voices feel stale here. I haven't watched Family Guy, like modern Family Guy, in a while, so I didn't even realize that Stewie's voice, or not Stewie, Chris's voice that Seth Green does was this bad. Like I didn't know that he sounded like a dying frog. Like he just cannot do that voice anymore. Time to recast. And I wouldn't say that about The Simpsons, but really, like, Seth Green is not that integral to the Family Guy success that you can't recast him because his voice does not sound good anymore. It literally sounded like he had a fucking cold. And the special was terrible. I can't believe how bad it was. Because, even modern Family Guy, I'm not a big fan. I have some DVD box sets up at that top shelf, or very top of those bookshelves behind me. And there's lots of modern Family Guy episodes in there that are really fucking terrible. But you know what? They're fine. I watch them to go to bed too. And this is when, like, if this was on and I was going to bed too, I'd literally fucking turn it off or skip to another episode because it's just that bad. Just nothing special about it.